Hey Iki, I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you, Iki. Jenna, I give you a big hug. And cheers, shot for the tequila. Thanks for coming by with good vibes. I know some people hate me, some people like me. It's normal to be hated. But I know not everybody hates me. Because in the end, I'm not an evil person like people make me out to be. Because people lie about me and I'm not the first one. That I did some fucked up shit, I did. I'm not the only one. But not what people say. People say shit that I never did. It's unfair, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm not the first victim of lies. I never said the N-word. I never dealt with minors. But let's not kill the vibe. Let's see what Steve is doing. Steve, we have bought something for the squirrels. Yes, I take my time on the stairs. I do. I don't want to trip and fall, you know. Let's see. Baby.
Yeah.
What's going on? Look at how. Why you didn't call me to help out?
Oh, just one person kind of job.
Look how nice. I cannot flash the neighbors.
Good.
Make a sexy show in the neighborhood.
These things are so fragile. I wish I would have got them on the ground sooner.
People, Jenna said she wants me back on the motorcycle and make a stream soon. Jenna, soon. The time is coming. The time is coming for motorcycle.
I'm gonna have to prop this one up. I think nobody's gonna do very well. So no.
What, you think you need to give it some support? Do you want me to get anything from inside, baby?
I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet, so no, I'll have to look around for something that's suitable. I think those are...
Call me if you need anything, yeah?
I will, thank you. You're going to put the bird feeder up. I'm thinking about putting it up here.
What?
Bird feeder, hang the feeder
Yeah,
up
that's
there.
what actually came down for the bird feeder.
And then
Don't put it there next to my... Don't put it on my side.
That's your window in there. Well, the cat can see it best there. She can be right on there.
I guess so, but don't you want to feed the squirrels better?
We can put another feeder out there.
Let me go check out the squirrels. Wait. Directions. There's the nest of them. The squirrel nest. They're not around now. Let's get back to reacting, not cooking. Today we're not cooking. Today just reacting. And because Quirky Rosie has come out with a new video, I have to react first on it. I'm going to be like a little child, and I'm going to be like, I have to react first on it. Like exactly like that. Steve is planting tomatoes. Tomatoes, what you saw there. You can see him also from up here. We have a vertical and horizontal view of Steve. How you call it? Steve! I love you.
These are probably a little too close together, but oh well. I think these are more, you don't grow like real bushy, they're kind of long and taller and thinner, you know?
Well, just do it all how you feel, you know? Last year we had experience, this year is another year of experience.
A little bit for simplicity, sure.
Somewhat?
Simplicity.
Call me when you do something with the squirrel thingy.
Okay.
Look, the phone doesn't like it, and the phone is like, fuck it. What is this blurriness now? Phone, get yourself together. Get yourself together. What is this blurriness? You guys see the blurriness? What do I do about this? I don't know, it's like ants. But there are no ants. And I didn't add any effect. What do I do? I zoomed in, yeah. Thank you so much. Jenna, I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so very, very, very much. What did I do? You zoomed in. Thank you. You see, but sometimes these logics miss you because it's technology. And I cannot focus on so many things. I'm not good with technology. Thanks so much, Jenna. You're an angel. You've always been an angel in this community. Everywhere you are, you're an angel, sweet one. Just like Gia. Gia is also an angel. But Gia, she knows how to crack some jokes that are a little bit ho-ho unsettling at times. Whilst you, Jenna, you're just an angel. Okay, so what I want to say is that I wanted to be the first to react on Rosie's new she shares the talk with her therapist or whatever counselor. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say that I know, but I'm saying that this counselor is just another American woman that just does her job and lets the client hear. These American doctors, I've been here, so I know how it goes. They just say what they need to say in order for you to keep on paying the money. That's it. That's all. The insurance, however they can get money, if they cannot get money from you, trust me, they will not spend time on you. But like this, they just do their due diligence as their job, whatever, you know. They cannot tell you, I cancel you as a client. Some can, you know, some get fed up and apparently one of them did cancel her. She's been canceled before by doctors or therapists. But I was surprised today how Pistachio, who blocked me, Angry Pistachio, who blocked me because she listens to your mama and your mama doesn't like me. I wonder why, you know, maybe she should do some research and realize why your mama doesn't like me and come with some facts. But apart from that, Pistachio was shocked. She was defending Rosie. She was saying, you can see she's struggling. But you could see at the same time that Pistachio had done no research, does not know any of her old vlogs, her videos, the interviews, nothing. Pistachio knew nothing about Rosie. All that Pistachio knew is that Yaba is trying to take Rosie as a new lol cow and that she didn't like it. And therefore she tried to defend Rosie. And that was the point. That's why I entered the chat, because I was like, hey, I'm not going to defend Rosie, but I'm still going to say that I'm going to also attack Yaba. Yaba is a story of her own. Rosie is a story of her own. There are two different stories. You cannot, Yaba is Yaba, Rosie. I have my points that I have to say about Rosie and about Yaba. But no, Pistachio did not even regard or consider to research Rosie. She was just like, oh, this is just a poor girl. You can see she's crying. She's crying. Look at videos. There's so much out there about this girl. Even her own chat, in Pistachio's chat, even the own chat told her, hey, you should do some research. Not like that, but She's out there for a long time. They kind of hinted to long time. Basically, you should know about her a little bit more before you take her protection, before you protect her. That you want to go at Yaba, that Yaba is just being a lol cow, queen of the lol cows, that she's just protecting her content, her channel. Of course, that's her work, her business, her survival, her livedom, her livelihood. Just like it is Foodie's Beauty's livelihood, and just like it is Breezy's livelihood. These people don't work other things. They don't do anything else. They don't want to do anything else, and probably they can't do anything else. Do you understand me or you don't understand me? Am I talking to morons or not? Like, seriously. So Yaba is a shit in her place that she's like, oh, let me enable this lol cow because it will benefit me. But it's disgusting, you know, it's just gross. And then Pistachio just blocks me, you know, because your mama doesn't like me. Wow, another idiot. Like idiot after idiot. It's just a pile of idiots around at the end of the day that cannot even do their own research, cannot make their own opinions. They're like sheep. They are like cows. They will follow the herd. Let's get on with Rosie. I've said what I had to say about your mama, Pistachio, and all that shit. I think you got my point. The facts, Jenna, for example, she knows, she's been around. She knows what this one says. The smart people know. And it takes some other people a little bit more time for them to realize. And it's okay. It's not in my benefit if they realize sooner or later. I know that I realized, and that's my point. And I did my duty by trying to open the eyes of the other people. More than that, I cannot do. And I'm not doing it for monetization. I'm doing it because really I want to open the eyes of other people. You know what I mean, or you don't know what I mean at the end of the day? Okay, let's continue with Rosie. So she comes, boom, 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 with her second. Let's listen. I will speed up. I would not deny that I did watch a little bit of it at the beginning to see what is it all about. And it is pretty boring. And I was like, ugh. But I'm going to skim through. We're going to go fast speed through it. Basically, at the beginning, the therapist or health counselor tells her things that are read from the book, you know, that she cannot be sued by, but things that she needs to say to a patient that probably is paying or the insurance is paying. You have to eat more, the calories. It's ridiculous. Some of the things that that therapist or psychiatrist or whatever says is like, fuck, man, all these people are fucked up. Like, nobody cares about anyone. It's just about, let's be fake and let's make money and survive ourselves, but let's pretend to be good people. More fucked up than that, I don't know. How can you be? I don't like people like that. I prefer assholes, but that are real, you know? And you know who you're dealing with. I don't like fake, fucked up, delusional people. But that's me. And I'm different. I'm a European. And maybe I have to just go home and not complain. But I'm just sharing my thoughts and my experiences so you can reflect a little bit how I see it from. Maybe you're curious, or maybe you say, fuck, man, Bob, we don't give a shit. That could also be. But I just say what I think. Okay, let's put it.
I'm just talking real right now because I've not been sleeping well.
On fast speed.
How are you?
Sorry, you don't want 0.5.
I watched your video.
Okay, she's speaking to the therapist.
The answers, did you?
Yeah, not yet. I do have a rheumatology follow-up on Thursday. They got me in really fast because my markers are so high. I was at the hematologist office getting the iron infusion the next day, and I was talking with the nurse, and we were just having a conversation, and she was like, "Wow, I was looking at your blood work, your inflammatory markers are so high," and I was like, "Yeah, da da da," and I was like kind of almost surprised at like how concerned she sounded. She looked at me and she just goes, "You must really feel like crap, huh?" And I looked at her, and I just looked like, "Yeah," and I started crying. I start crying.
I'm so emotional. She already pulled this one before and another one, and they looked at my results and they looked at me, and I'm such a victim. I'm like Kamian, my friend Jenna, credit to my friend Kamian. Yeah, I know he hates my guts, but I don't care. Just because he hates me doesn't mean that I have to hate him. No, not at all. Hannibal joins this club. I can do what I want. If I want to love them and they hate it, I like it even more. But Kamyan said, like, what the fuck, like these people are trained, doctors are trained. They have seen worse in their life, in their profession. They are not going to look at you and say, Oh my God, you poor girl. You must feel terrible. This is the second time she's using this line. That the doctors feel sorry. They're like, oh my God, look at your results. You must be terrible. How can you deal with it? This doesn't exist. Like Cam Nyan said, these doctors don't act that way. They don't show emotions. They deal with this on a daily basis and they have seen worse. They will not give you an empathy remark. Oh my, they won't do that. The doctors don't do that shit. And she's doing this, using this the same time, trying to manipulate the audience. And I'm such a such a victim, guys. There's no one else out there like me. I'm the worst of them all.
Ronnie. And she was like, oh my God, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Like, is it because it just feels validating? I was like, yeah. I think like, I've had, no one has like recognized.
Hey, Sunshine Country Chickens. I love you, my country chickens. We have a history together. We've been hanging out together in many chats and we always got along. And I love and respect you. And I know that you respect me too, even though you don't agree with me all the time, 100%. But that doesn't mean that you don't respect me and you just don't watch me. And I love you for that. Thank you so much, country chicken. I love you.
That in me ever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was a lot to process. It makes me feel a little bit better about how hard all of this has been. I just weighed myself. I haven't even put it in the app yet. And even though I significantly underate yesterday, my weight is up.
My weight is up. Why is your weight up? You're using Manjaro, or what they call Manjaro. You have been 21 years on the medical system of America taxpayers. You've gotten everything. You've gotten therapy, everything. You're not working. Why is your weight up? What are you doing wrong? It cannot be on the medication. The medication cannot make it go wrong. The doctors cannot. It must be on you. Do you, girl, not see that the problem must lie within yourself? And you're trying to explain to a therapist, my weight has gone up. What is the therapist meant to say to you? The therapist can only say, well, listen, let's listen to what the therapist says to this one.
But I also know I didn't sleep well, and I know it doesn't really matter in the day-to-day shit, but I know that this week has been insane, and like,
we have a lot of the stresses on this week. Like, we take weeks like this with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Which is why I questioned if you wanted to start, and I'm glad you did start, but also, there was other priorities this week, which is potentially why I wasn't quite so pushy, because one thing after another will just make your mind explode. But okay, do you ever get like a fever?
Sometimes when I'm laying in bed, I get.
You see, that's what I'm saying. These doctors, they're all just young people. They're lucky because they got education at the right place and they live in the right country. They don't have to be professionals. They just get paid as they get paid, as it writes in the books. They don't know, but how would you ask this person, what does it matter? What is the relevant? Did you ever get fever? This doctor should be, if this person is in any way a kind of professional, she should say, what? You putting me on YouTube? I'm gonna fucking sue your ass. No therapist or doctor would voluntarily want to be on this. I am telling you this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not the smartest of them all. But no professional would say, okay, you can put me on your YouTube channel, what I'm going to talk about. And tell her exactly what she wants to hear. Do you have fever? You should be eating more Give me a break. It is bullshit. And I don't believe that you guys suck it up. I can't get it. Pistachio and everybody. Are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy? Like, really, really, really? I don't get it.
I mean, obviously, there's nothing I can say about what's causing the inflammatory markers. And I know you mentioned about diet, and if that can help.
Look at her nodding her head.
It's hard
Look at her. She's so happy with, yes. These kind of conversations you don't put on YouTube. Well, I put with Steve, number one. It's for fun. It's entertainment. But I would not put on my therapist.
You know until we find out what is actually causing it, because I highly doubt if you filled your diet with a bunch of inflammatory.
Hey, Kimbalena. Who does heroin? Heroin. I've never done heroin in my life. I've tried it 2 times. Never injecting. I've tried it 2 times. 1 time smoking it and 1 time snorting it. And it was terrible. Terrible. I was like sick for 2 days, like That's the thing with heroin, was one drug that I never understood. Why do other people get addicted? Because I took it once and I took it the first time smoking. I had a shit time. I was sick 2 days. The second time I snorted it and I was sick 2 days. And I thought to myself, why do other people get addicted to this when it makes you feel like shit? I'm glad that I never, ever, ever fell for that heroin shit. Good for me.
Really look at anti-inflammatory foods that is really going to do that much at this point with saying how high they are, but really it's just things like blueberries, nuts, cherries, like fatty fishes, and things like that.
Jenna, if I would be a young girl, I would say try it, try it, try it. But now that I'm at my age, I'm telling you, you didn't miss out on shit. If you would miss out on stuff, I'm your friend. I would tell you, hey Jenna, you gotta try this. You have to live life you have to try this. You gotta try this. But no, I'm telling you really, if it were something that I don't want you to miss out on, I would tell you to try it. But there's nothing. The only thing that there's nothing. It's just that it speeds up your mind and gives you more energy, but it drains you out afterwards. It's like exactly taking these kind of drugs is exactly like like in a day you have so much energy and so much happy moods and it's enhanced, but it's consumed all in a few hours. And then the next hours you're drained completely from happy mood, from feeling good, from any kind. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work out. It doesn't make any sense at the end of the day to take it to feel a boost of euphoria. But then 2-3 days afterwards, you are down in the dumpster, depressed. It makes no. So you didn't miss out on anything, Jenna. I just had to stop and tell you this as a friend. Weed, I like weed. And if you would have smoked weed, I would have told you, yeah, weed you should try. Maybe you like, maybe you don't, but it's not bad. But anything else, I wouldn't say that you should try it. There's nothing that I can tell you it's worth trying. Nah, with regards to drugs. And I've done them all. Kind of all. There's some things I didn't do, but majority I did. I didn't do acid like that. Acid and trips, no.
Like things that can cause inflammation or hinder it slightly is your processed foods, the refined carbs, the fried foods and stuff, which actually is a massive part of your diet.
AJ!
It's not a massive part. Like you eat quite like a whole of foods.
Look, she's so proud. Do you see how proud she is? So, yes, look at her. Let's look at her face again. Do you see this? No, because I want to finish this also. But do you see her face? Do you see her face? Yes, she's agreeing, yes. She's so happy with what I can't. These are such delusional little kids, people. They are not grown-ups.
I will write out a list, but I wanted to say to you, like, don't obviously hold your hopes on it.
Look at her.
Changing everything.
Look at her.
No, I get it. I just wanted to at least introduce things because when I was reading through it, I was like, okay, so I think by just listening to my body intuitively, I have reduced a lot of inflammatory foods.
Yeah.
I've reduced because this week I did have Arby's, but other than that, that's the only fried food I had this week. And I don't eat a lot of bread anymore. That used to be a huge part of my daily diet multiple times a day. Bagels were a thing I used to eat all the time, and I will still sometimes have a little. But
I tell you guys something. I'm living in America. Living in America. Yeah, I'm living here, and there's a lot of fast food. There's more fast food than necessary. And I'm not a person that I don't like it. I like to eat McDonald's. I like Kentucky Fried Chicken. But for me, that is not even a treat. That is just something, when is the moment? When is the time? It's not something that I would, on my daily life basis, if I'm hungry, I would think my mind goes to McDonald's or Kentucky. No. Maybe when I was younger, it was. When I was a teenager. But nowadays that I'm a grown-up adult, when I'm hungry, I don't think of KFC or Arby's or anything like that. It's accessible. It's there. But just because it's there doesn't mean that I'm going to go and eat it, I go eat it when it's for me some occasion, or hey, today, we haven't eaten in half a year, some McDonald's. Let's go get some nuggets and a Big Mac. That's something like that. That's how I see these things. But then again, I'm European, so don't take my word for how is life normal. But if you want to live a healthy life, you can't be thinking about fast food. You know what I mean? You can't be thinking, when you think of your own nutrition and your own daily nutrition, your normal nutrition, you don't put any fast food in that category. No, fast food is outside for category, champagne, cocaine, drugs, and fast food. And then goes fast food. But fast food doesn't go in your daily norm everyday life. But
Yeah, but
that's me.
everyone has some. It's just as long as your diet isn't solely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I used to eat for a meal like 2 whole bagels as like pizza bagels, and then sometimes I'd have a bagel with another meal in the same day. You know what I mean? Like that's how. And I used to like.
Hey,
I mean, when I was
I just did a
computerism, like
test
just to really give you
location
some
on the
background, like
feeder thing
when I
right
would make a
there.
video, like one of the videos I made,
I
an
can show you
entire
the
like
window
family
where
size.
Yeah, okay, let's show it.
Like an entire rack of ribs with.
Pretty low to the ground.
Let's see. Boom, boom, boom.
Easy to put stuff in, and what the squirrels will get what the birds drop to the ground. And then in a fairly short time they'll figure out how to get to that feeder.
Where's there it is. Yeah. But do you think that they can get to it and eat from there? Where are they gonna put their feet?
First, they'll get attracted to it from what the birds drop down, and then they'll go down that wire and get on top of it, and they'll figure it out eventually.
There's their nest.
I don't know that they're hanging out in there though until they get ready to meet again or whatever they do. I have no idea. Should do a little research on what.
But it's a beautiful feeder. Thank you, Dee.
Mm-hmm. I did it mostly for the cat. You can put seed in it if you want. If you like, whenever it gets empty.
Yeah, of course.
It'll be a few days before that. Maybe I'll put a camera on it too.
Yeah, you can make some nice videos.
Mm-hmm. Well, those blink cams don't really make real good videos. They're not bad for what they are. But
Yeah.
if I get a bunch of birds out there, I'll sit with my phone and watch.
Yeah. Anyways, it's gonna get sunny, and then you can sit out there and watch.
I haven't really seen a huge variety of birds around here.
Well, we've seen a lot actually, if you think about
I
it.
like those the crows the best, really. I think they're the coolest. And we get some cardinals from time to time. You know what those look like?
Of course.
Okay.
I've seen many of them. I like them a lot.
It
was actually my favorite bird. It was the red cardinal, and the blue jay was my favorite bird when I was 10, 11, 12 years old.
Cardinals, I forget the male and the female look like you can tell them apart. I forget how they look, which is which.
Everybody were continuing to react.
Pound of sausage and sides. Like that's how I used to binge.
Professional staging.
And then I would make money off
Yeah,
it.
do you
was
like
a very
it?
toxic
Yeah, that's
thing.
improvising on the fly.
Yeah, it is. I always improvise. Many people put me down that I don't make quality videos. Like your mama, he said, what videos? He says, I make shitty videos, Steve.
There's another camera.
Steve, he said I make shitty videos.
Choose another camera. Why don't you use the other camera?
Your mama said I make shitty videos. I can't sleep.
Your mama surely realizes with you it's not about the video, it's about the things
Talking.
that are said.
Yeah.
It was very, very, I just was in such a different place mentally, and I had all of these justifications and loops in my head on like why what I was doing was okay, and all of this like external reinforcement and validation and
Validation.
and then, like, the sexualization of it all on top of it was just
On top of
horrific
it.
and toxic and dangerous, and it led to me getting diabetes. So
Yeah, it impacts your health, which is the one thing, none of us should take for granted. When you look back at your old self, when you were, when your lifestyle
Who
was
is
like
this
that,
stupid
how do you
therapist?
feel now?
Wow.
Like, do you ever get, I don't know if embarrassed is the right word, but
Wow, what a stupid moron the therapist is. I can't get over it.
do you ever just think, like, why?
yes, I think why. I don't think of it in being embarrassed, at least.
But in the
now,
end, she has to
maybe
do her
more
job.
time.
Like I
don't know,
said,
but
she's got to do her job.
I do think why, but I think I know the answer. The answer
What's
is
the
trauma.
answer?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very specific brand of trauma. It's like some people
What
live
trauma?
in like crack houses and do tons of drugs.
She's like, I'm special. I have a special trauma. No, everybody has trauma, and you have not been abused. You have not been homeless. I don't understand the trauma that she's so facing. That she's overweight, but she's getting therapy and she's getting help and Ozempic and what is Argula or whatever Manjaro or whatever. What are these people complaining about? What are they complaining about? They don't know about life.
Drugs and all of that, and my version of that was different.
Yeah. Because when people post, if you saw a TikTok or a video of like a really, really sick heroin addict or whatever, people would tend to go, oh my God, that's so sad. Like, poor them, they must have been treated really badly. But then when it's someone like your old self who has, forgive me saying, but neglected their body in a different way, when people are just like, she's fat, she's damaged her body herself, no one feels sorry for her, and that's the constant struggle. Now you're trying to do a complete 180 flip of your life, and you can hold your hands up and go like,
yes,
yeah, that was me, but it's not anymore, and I'm now working.
Yes, therapist, you understand me. You're telling me what I want to hear. Thank you. You're the best therapist. I'm gonna write you. I'm never going to leave you. You're the best therapist. That's what she's paid for. Your mama is there to entertain me. He's paid for that. He's monetized to entertain people like me. He's got to deal with freaks like me. That's what comes within the book. Within the story of being an entertainer, you fuck.
Myself, it's not a quick process, is it? But it's just that you deal with a lot of harsh criticism when actually sometimes it's just your own version of the way you've coped with your trauma.
I've made that point so many times that I feel like I get blue in the face. That exact point. And I literally made a video like a few weeks back where I talked about how, there seems to be more compassion for people who do have those types of struggles. Like there's people that vilify addicts and vilify, like that exists. That is its thing. But there is a larger.
Listen. She's aware of it. She's basically right now telling you that she knows that there's people that use, that abuse the audience, that listen to her. Just listen yourself, and you can, I don't have to explain it. Like some things I'm sure you can figure out on your own. I'm sure about it.
Density of the community that has compassion and resources and
has compassion and has resources, has sympathy, empathy, and has money and is willing to give. So I want that community. I'm targeting this community, the hug box community, the community that was going to support my journey that is going nowhere of just trauma dumping, but they will support because they have the compassion, empathy, sympathy, and also the resources / equals money. Money.
How those people escape those things. And then a lot of those people will villainize people like me, like how I was, people that look like me.
But they wouldn't villainize someone, they wouldn't judge someone who was anorexic because they chose to not eat because of their traumas. Just as I was saying. Okay, so actually, in terms of everything that's happened this week, good that they did rule out that it is very likely not cancer. That's one weight off, but still no answer to it.
I mean, because unfortunately, I do have to do more testing.
Yeah.
But it is likely those are likely gonna come back non-cancers based on everything else. But it's fun that it's not over. That's very sarcastic. But the other parts of it being that like the way that everything looks, it is very likely that marker she's following up on is related to autoimmune stuff. And I don't know what to expect with a rheumatologist. I am both excited and honestly a little nervous that they got me in so quickly. My hope is that just means there was a cancellation, they were able to get me in. But it's like if someone has that much availability, that's not always a good sign. So
oh my God, you hear this, guys? I want to punch my teeth out right now. I swear to God, I want to take something and punch my teeth out right now. But I can't, and I know I can't. It doesn't make any sense. She's saying that she wishes that they didn't have availability. Instead of saying thank you, America, taxpayers, that that I have the access and so fast help. She's saying that it concerns me that they are available. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. You bitch. You don't want to get better. You want the doctors to not be available so you can blame them and say, I'm not getting better because the doctors are shit. I'm in the system for 21, 22 years on the Medical USA system, Medi-Aid and Medicaid and all that shit. And, on the taxpayers' money, man, but the doctors are the fault. It's not my fault. I want to get better. Oh my God, why is this doctor available? Fuck that shit. I wanted it not to be so soon. It means that now I'm worried because this doctor might not be good. Fuck you. Fuck you. Double, triple, quadruple, fuck you.
I'm nervous about the rheumatologist. I am, but I'm just putting my faith in the universe and in myself in this situation, that it's going to go well and that I'm not going to get medically gaslit and that I'm not going to get discriminated against, because I've had a lot of good luck so far with the specialists that I've seen and the doctors that
You are lucky as fuck, and you should not be in any way ungrateful. You are lucky as fuck to live the life that you live. I don't know how you manage it, but people in Europe, not just in Europe, all over the world, they can't live like you do. You're living in a delusion of self-pity, empathy, self-pity, narcissism, and not wanting to better yourself and blaming doctors. It's crazy. You're crazy, girl. You're crazy. It's not normal. And you want to be a lol cow. You even said, my dream is to have a YouTube channel. You say it all the time. That's all you want. You just want to drama dump all your life long and get money for it. And that's sick. And that's disgusting. And you think nobody's gonna realize.
I have just so far, the specialist that recommended this doctor was recommended by my doctor, and they were both really good. So my hope is that that trend continues. And I've been really lucky. All my practitioners have been women, which is important to me in my trauma. I don't trust male doctors.
Physicians, yeah.
Just yeah, and people can get mad at me about that, but I just.
It's your personal preference.
I just don't trust them. Yeah, I just don't trust them. They may know everything, but I don't trust their biases.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just see what comes of that. In terms of this week, let me share my screen. So, like I said, wanted to just not go too helpful.
And by the way, I want. My actual protein that I'm consuming is higher than the numbers that you're seeing because of especially that lasagna thing that I keep tracking that I've finally finished the container of this week. I'm so excited because that had a ton ground beef and other stuff with protein in it. And so that and some other things like the homemade buffalo bites, that was a pack full of chicken and cottage cheese and fiber and all that. So realistically, I've been hitting a lot higher protein when I already know my protein's been pretty okay in the trackers most days. So it's just not obviously hitting that 200 marker in the trackers. But you see right there, lasagna, cauliflower rice, egg, mozzarella, all those things have protein in them. So and the apps always say they have high protein. Well, the mozzarella and egg at least, but that lasagna, cauliflower rice thing.
I don't know, or you talk to a nutritionist about nutrition stuff, or you talk to a therapist. Right now, I don't know who she is talking to. honestly, I don't know. Is it a therapist or whatever? Whoever this person is, they should not voluntarily want to diffuse on YouTube. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, no professional would want that, like, for fuck's sakes. But I don't know who she's talking to, but what I hear, mozzarella and rice. Dude, if you want to decrease your weight, cheese is already out of the question. Cheese should not be put in your schedule. Cheese should be put on the side for some time. For some time. And rice and whatever. I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to go into that subject.
Is that a recipe that you put in?
Yeah. Well, also, I made that before our first meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said that there was quite a lot of
So from
fruits.
now on, like, I'm going to be doing the cooking prep stuff soon. From now on, I'm going to be tracking the recipes and the ingredients, so that way the tracking is more accurate. But there's stuff in I do have like a couple bags of that in my freezer, so it might pop up in a month. Again, you know what I mean? But there's just stuff, like the way that I've cooked, and financially, I can't just like not.
It's more consistent. It's more convenient to do it the way you do it.
Yeah.
So when you make, annoyingly, I'm not logged in. When you make something on MyFitnessPal, you can make a recipe.
Oh
using
yeah,
that.
I did that with the protein pudding.
Good. So then if it comes about and you dig something out that you've made from the freezer, just whack it in as a recipe and then it's tracked. I know you say about the protein, which is great. Realistically though, the only thing that truly matters is the calories in and the calories out. And regardless of what your protein is, it just does come down to your energy balance and calories and stuff. So protein's still been nice and high, and I believe that it's higher than what you're saying it is. In terms of your scale weight, so while I'm tracking it, it's actually come down really nicely. Now, I'll take the highest weight that there was and then the lowest weight that you've hit in the week, and the lowest weight that you've hit in the week is 206.6. Now, realistically, there is absolutely no way that from this figure to this figure you would have put on a kilogram of body fat.
Okay.
There is absolutely no way that is.
So and like since that 206.6, I've been struggling with sleep.
Yeah. This will just be water retention and how we say, scale weight takes into account everything, not just body fat percentage. However, the fact that your scale weight has got down this low, that will be the reflection of your body fat percentage going down.
Okay.
We just obviously don't look at it day to day, like you said.
Okay.
Remind me, do you track in kilograms on your weighing scale?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you input it in kg on hour out?
Yes.
Yeah. So you've been pretty consistent throughout the whole week. That's fine.
Okay.
As in 207.7. It's quite consistent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, 3 of the days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's why I was feeling a little bit of frustration, is because it's just like staying there. But yeah. But then I weighed myself this morning, and I'm trying to not, because I do feel like maybe a little bloated is the word. I feel a little like this morning, and my weight was 208.8.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I haven't put it in the app yet, but it's just like, and it's annoying because I know how like little I ate yesterday, but I know that might be part of the problem.
Do you weigh yourself like first thing, like get out?
Not always. In fact, sometimes like I do try to weigh closer to like right before I'm gonna eat. But today I did weigh myself a little bit earlier in my morning.
Change that. Weigh yourself you have to weigh yourself every single time at the same time, every time. And the most accurate reading will be first thing when you get up in the morning. And like, for example, I want to say, you get out of bed and you might have like a glass of water because you're thirsty, and you might drink like, I don't know, 300 millilitres of water. Well, I think that's 300 grams. And that could be the difference between you being 207 kg and then 208. So if you can,
I guess the reason that I've been doing it the way I've been doing it is because of my Manjaro. It takes some time for my stomach to get moving and for me to like use the bathroom. And I'd rather like use the bathroom before I weigh myself. That's why I've been doing it that way, and it takes time, like, for that to happen. So, like, I was like, oh, I need to use the bathroom, so, like, that's why I texted, let me use the bathroom, and then I weighed myself and immediately called you. Like, that's kind of how I did that, but...
You will, if you do it that way, if you want to do it that way, fine, you will probably notice bigger fluctuations than day to day, be it, like, me being honest. But we should technically still see a trend over a 2-week period, whether you weigh yourself at that time or not. Okay. So, if it works for you, and that's what you prefer, stick with it.
So as you can see, she's just recording what the woman is saying. The woman is saying things that she wants to hear. She's just agreeing, yes. It is boring. I know. I'm aware. Steve already ordered food. So today, no cooking.
So I'm not going to change the calorie goal or anything yet. No way. We're just going to have another week of you track. How have you found the tracking?
What do you mean by that question?
So, you said at the...
Oh, like, how am I feeling about it? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. So, I feel like the triggers haven't been as strong as I was expecting them to be.
Hey,
I feel like
Lila, I hope you're fine, Lila.
Wasn't related to the tracking. In fact...
We're just hanging out.
felt way more.
Lila, nothing big is going on. We're just hanging out here covering what Rosie just uploaded and talking about that. Nothing big today. Just a small hangout. Chilling. I will talk with you. I can see you. I can read what you're saying. I have the screen here and the phone here. I can see. I will talk to you, of course.
Control that day than the day with the marshmallows that I talked to you about. Even though that was only a 400 calorie difference. What happened on the 19th was like a few different things. I first of all, that was the first time in a while that I reintroduced THC. I had some marijuana because of the inflammation pain, and I got access to some, and so yeah, and I had also been, I think, under eating a lot due to stress, and so I think it was both the fact that I got the munchies and my body was genuinely like, oh, you're no longer in pain, eat, like, and it was both, because as you see, like prior to that, I was not hitting calorie goals, and I was very.
You see that she has the intelligence, she's articulate, she can speak. So she's intelligent, but she tries to keep on evading and excusing herself, oh, I had to eat. And then it's ridiculous. And the therapist is even more ridiculous, or whatever that other woman is. I hope she loses her job, the other woman, because she is just an enabler. She's not doing her job right.
Very stressed. There was like 1 or 2 days I got kind of close, but there were other days where I was like down
her job.
And I was just in so much pain. And when I finally wasn't, I was like, oh my God, I can eat. And so, that, like, the way my fitness pal works, I couldn't properly break it up. So dinner was like 2 or 3 small meals and like 2 snacks or something like that. I'd have to look at it again to remember specifically. So it was like I was eating it over periods of time, and it was like over the span of several hours in the night. And because also this was the day of the iron infusion, and they gave me a steroid and they told me it's going to keep you wired. You're going to struggle to sleep, and they're right. Since the 19th, I have been struggling to sleep. The 19th was the worst. Like last night, I slept pretty good, but I fell asleep around 4 or 5 a.m. and then I woke up around 11 a.m. So. And
But this day that you've gone over by 1,000, and not gonna lie, it's pretty much leveled out throughout the week.
That's what was my thought was, because have you ever watched extreme eaters like Erica the Electric or Katina? That's how they maintain their health. And they talk about it is they like will eat their 16,000 calorie craziness on a day, and then the rest of the week they're in a deficit, and that's like they do that on that week basis, and kind of the way you talk about it. And so that's what I thought of that day, and weirdly, I think that's what made me feel in control, because like because I was tracking, I had the data to not catastrophize that day that I went over, but the emotional inability to stop myself the day of the marshmallow incident. But the day of the marshmallow incident, laughing at me.
She's obnoxious,
the day of the marshmallow incident, I truly felt so out of control. Like it was entirely emotions based.
And she blames the doctor. She's 21 years on the taxpayers' healthcare, and she blames the doctors that she's not better. How can this be?
But my body felt weirdly better that day, and I think it's because even though in a normal diet standard, that's not considered starving yourself when you're eating like 2,000 calories a day for multiple days, right? But for my body, it was like I was running in such a deficiency. It was like I just needed more, and so then when I listened to it and it kind of evened back out, well, the next day I was under, but I was in a lot more pain yesterday, and that's the thing is like when I'm in so much pain, I don't want to eat, and then eventually I sometimes do end up binging because I didn't eat for so long that I'm like ravenous, and trying to find that balance when like I'm so in so much pain that I'm nauseous and food sounds horrible, then it's just a constant battle. And it's like
constant battle.
I'm feeling super restrictive, like I'm feeling.
I understand that. I'm not making fun of that. I'm just making fun that she keeps on finding excuses. She's not wanting to better herself because at some point she says, look at where I got. It takes time to get to where. What did you get? You got to being overweight and to being obese, that you want to flex on that? You can't flex on that and then at the same time pretend to be a victim and at the same time blame the doctors that you're not better. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. It is just, wow, it is amazing.
Food sucks, and then later in the day I'm like, oh my god, I haven't eaten, I'm so hungry. It's just exhausted. I'm just constantly exhausted by myself, honestly.
You exhaust everybody. Everybody.
The fact that you went over, but you were under on some days, from a weight loss point of view, is technically fine because
The therapist is the most idiot asshole in the world. I hope she loses her job. I hope she's stupid as fuck, the therapist, or whatever she is.
Per pound of body fat, there's 3,500 calories. So basically what has to happen is you have to eat 3,500 calories over your maintenance figure.
You have to eat these many calories.
Considering that your daily calorie allowance is 3,000 anyway. So you're nowhere near that figure. And that's why I'm not bothered about a day that you've gone over. Actually, when we have people in big calorie deficits for quite a while, we do something called refeed days, which is basically where you have a high calorie day for metabolic purposes, and it can kind of keep things ticking over. No different, really. It would be a different story if every single day you were going into the 4,000 calorie mark, but that's not happened, so I'm not bothered about that. So yeah, it's fine. But in terms of going forward into next week, let's just have another week of doing the same and tracking and measuring your body weight and seeing what happens. But I watched one of your old videos. You have lost a lot of weight.
Thank you.
You have. I don't think I noticed it in your face the most.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lie. What a lie.
In terms of the session,
Lie.
from a weight loss point of view, it's not really going to influence it. It's more about a mobility point of view. So do push yourself to obviously do them. When you
Yeah,
can.
so like last week I just went walking. This week I'm gonna try the videos.
Yeah. Did I show
Yes.
you this?
We talked about it,
Did we?
but I haven't seen this. I don't know what this is.
So basically, this is about how you burn calories day to day.
Mhm.
And what kind of factors contribute to it. Basically, how many calories your body will burn day to day doing nothing. If you were to literally,
Yeah, like kind of like how your Fitbit, it just like that number randomly just kind of goes up even if I'm in bed. Like obviously when I exercise, that number gets higher.
That varies person to person and will be down to how tall you are, your gender, how heavy you are, how much muscle you have, and things like that. That represents 70% of the total calories that you burn a day. Then it goes into your NEAT, which is non-exercise related activities.
Oh, look at her. What's she doing like the children? You know, children that remouth words, like child. She's a child. Yeah, can you tell me what you do it? Let's see her do it. She's not gonna do it. You'll see. She'll be like, tomorrow you'll hear, oh my god, I binged it. She wants to be a foodie beauty, Amberlynn Reed, and she's gonna pull off this kind of play role. And you know what? People are gonna eat it up, especially the reactors, because they're just waiting for a new bait like this, for a new lol cow like Yaba. But the thing is that she thinks that she's gonna get super chats and fame like Foodie Beauty, but she won't. She'll get some supporters, that's for sure. She'll make some money, I'm sure. But she won't reach the same level as Amberlynn Reed nor Foodie Beauty.
Do something that's not exercise, that's then 50%
And that's
of
fact.
what you burn. And that's, the next biggest factor. And that's why going out for a walk, if you can, or, when it comes around getting in the pool and stuff, that's so important.
I put my foot in the pool yesterday and it's getting warmer. So we're almost there. We're almost there. I think we're down to date.
Who acts like that? Please tell me who acts like this. Can you please tell me which grown-up woman acts like this as like a child? Look at this. I put my foot in the pool. Be happy that you can put your foot in the pool. I lived in Bali, Indonesia. I didn't have issues with wanting pool. I don't want to see a pool. Let's put it like that. I'm happy that I don't see one. But I have a husband here in Ohio, and he loves pools, and he always tells me, oh man, I wish that I had a pool, or I could swim right now in a pool. And I feel so sorry for him, because I never longed for something. He desires something that I never desired. But I understand to desire something that maybe I don't understand because I had too much of that in life. Whilst he desires, whilst his mother calls him and says, hey, come over for Easter or Christmas, and I wish that I had that. He doesn't like it. He's like, fuck, man, we have to go to my mom, And I wish that I had some family calling me and saying, hey, don't spend Christmas alone. Come on over here. I wish that I had that. So everybody's different. In that way, everybody is different. Yes. It is what it is. Life is
the next
different.
biggest factor, and that's why going out for a walk if you can, or when it comes around getting in the pool and stuff, that's so important.
I put my foot in the pool yesterday and it's getting warmer. So we're almost there. We're almost there. I think we're down to days. Sorry, go ahead, continue.
Then you've got the tonic effect of food, which is basically actually digesting food burns calories, and that's why people who eat too low sometimes need to eat more to kind of get things ticking over again.
That's so stupid. This therapist or whatever she is, to tell this woman it's to put her in the head, don't eat too little calories because you might fuck up. You have to eat. Some people need to eat. That is the most fucked up advice I've ever heard in my life. Whatever I've heard in my life, I want to shoot this woman because it's pathetic what she's saying. It is not right information to give to someone like this.
Genesis, which is basically
you have to motivate this person in all ways and means to not think of food, not eat more calories than at all.
That you burn through exercise, and that's a minuscule 5%, and that's why actually these sessions, they probably won't contribute really to your calorie expenditure day to day, but because one of your goals is still moving and increasing your mobility, they are beneficial for that. So just generally moving as much as possible and tracking your foods and staying within 3,000 calories. Just looking at steps are.
I excuse myself for a moment, guys, to pee.
Listen. What are you doing? You still online?
Thank you, baby. I saw that so much.
I've had more activity days, and I've been leaving the house a lot more now that I'm not working from home. Yeah.
Now that I'm not working from home, slash or equals, now that I'm not working at all. She's going shopping to buy food. That's all she's doing. She's now an S-Jam, just another one like this. Just another one like that.
Okay, let's just try and keep it as much as we can, towards the 3,000 mark where possible. And progress photos.
I need to do that today. I don't think I've actually done it yet. This week was a lot. I'm gonna be real.
No, for sure. But I think you will kick yourself if you didn't take out your photo.
I mean, I feel like what my official starting photos are. I don't know if you saw the side-by-side photos that I took, like right before we started talking. I took those photos in the blue sports bra and leggings.
Yeah.
Like that's technically my before with you. Like I've lost almost 100 at that point, but my before with you are those photos. So for sure, like those are definitely those were taken right before you and I connected.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, we've got those then. We have a reference point for comparison. Let's say month to month. Mm-hmm. Cool. I think that's all. And I'm going to end this here by saying you really made me laugh when you started talking about Twitter and you called yourself some sort of pleb.
I got like 600 followers on there or something. It's my smallest platform.
600 followers.
Oh, Levandra Strong.
I have so much followers. You understand? It's a delusion. It's not okay to try to make content out of suffering and trauma dumping. You're not the only one out there. Like, give out there some information that's helpful, not trying to get attention. And then you humiliate and you disregard doctors in America. Like, fuck you. How dare you? Those educated people that spend their time with you, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for those people that had to spend their time with you.
She's a drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race. I was talking about season 6, and she liked my tweet, and I was like,
I would like, if I had the time and the knowledge, I would research, but no, I'm not gonna. But to research doctors that she met, she had, because 21 years, to research the doctor she had 10 years ago, and to just see what those doctors say about her. I'm sure everybody will say the same thing. No hope, no point. No hope, no point. Delusional.
You got that from me.
Look at her drinking.
Right, I'll let you go. But anything at all, message me and we'll speak again next week.
absolutely, thank you.
Bye.
Okay. That session was shorter. Hi guys. I kind of just ignored that I was even recording. That was validating.
I just ignored, but she edited. I just ignored. I was recording. Boom, edit. Bullshit. Such a attention seeker and wanting to be becoming grifter.
That was validated. It's just very clear to me that because I exist in a fat body, I'm always going to have like dissenting comments, people telling me that like I'm not doing good enough because I'm not changing fast enough for them, because I'm not performing weight loss for them in the
21
ways
years, 23 years.
Someone like me via the lens of diet culture.
And then you tell
And
people,
that I
look
have
at where.
such a whole
Wait, let me show you something, because you now might think
holistic
that.
health journey.
No, wait, we'll continue
At this
this.
point,
Don't
am I a
worry.
weight loss channel?
Don't worry, we'll continue this. But I don't want you to think that, oh, Bali, you're such a bitch. I will show you something right now, yeah? And if Pistachio is watching, which I know nobody watches my channel, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Your channel. Live. Here. Where was it? Here. Oh. Here. Does it suck?
So my weight loss story. It's not even. I'm not even mad at
Every way. You are not benefiting the planet. And so, let me get back to the point. She remembers how she's like to therapist, and now listen to her here. Listen to her here and tell me that there's not a big difference. You can see me a little bit here. I'm gonna have my hair up. I'm not feeling sexy whatsoever. In any way, not at all. You're polluting the planet. And sorry, you can say it has nothing to do with fat shaming, because it's not about her fatness. It's about her attitude, the way she's thinking, the way she's conducting her life, what she's talking about, and how she's trying to make certain things seem normal when they are not normal. She's not normal, and she wants to come and see other people that. Give me a break.
I'm not mad at me. I'm not even mad at that comment. I'm mad at that mindset, because it's like there are
to see it again.
To say about super fat
Slow
people and people
motion.
of my size if you've never fucking experienced it. First and foremost.
Because she
Especially
talks
if you're
so
like-
like entitled.
Because you don't understand what it takes to get here.
What it takes to get here.
So difficult. It is needlessly difficult.
It's difficult.
It is needlessly difficult.
Do you hear? Do you
I don't
hear?
give a motherfucking flying fuck.
Hey, Strange. Strange, I love you. I miss you. Thank you for popping by. You remember that you gave me the motivation to make the painting. Wait, let me show it. This painting I made motivated by, from the motivation given by Strange.
What anybody has to say about super fat people or people of my size if you've never fucking experienced it. First and foremost.
I've experienced it. I'm still overweight.
Yeah,
I am.
I'm
not at the weight that I want to be at. That's
no.
for sure.
You don't understand.
True. But I
True
did
that.
lose. But I did lose. True
What
that.
it takes to gain.
40 pounds.
First of all. And then how much it takes to even want to try.
No, I lost
that.
60, not 40. But okay.
Because if I wasn't trying to lose weight, it would be like one thing because obviously losing weight will help inflammation. How's it going? Oh well, you're so smart. Good for you, buddy. But like,
Who talks like that?
I'm not mad. What are you talking about? I'm not even mad at that comment. I'm mad at that mindset because it's like there are fucking doctors with
Listen.
Doctors.
Pistachio, fucking pistachio, listen.
What mindset you want the doctors to have? You want them to say, yes, it must be our fault. It cannot be your fault, girl. It has to be our fault that in 22 years, you're not better after having seen my father and my grandfather, and now you're seeing me. It must be that we're not qualified. Are you fucking stupid? Who took a shit in your fucking head? You stupid girl. Stupid fucking parasite of society.
Like, that don't understand that these issues are not because I am fat.
No.
They are affected by my fatness. They are worsened by my weight.
Lose the weight.
Which is what?
Lose the weight. You just said that you're gonna have a snack before you get home because you're afraid that on the way you're gonna get hungry. It's not normal. You need therapy. You need to go heavy core therapy. You're not normal. And you can't tell the people, you can't convince your audience that you're normal and that you deserve pity when you don't. Not at all, my dear.
I am working on it.
On working on what? On what are you working with your face? Look at your face.
And y'all wonder why, like, you're hating on all these people who keep failing and floundering because they're listening to everybody else and not focusing on what they actually need to do and on themselves and how to actually work towards healing. Versus just trying to like.
Keep in mind that I don't have now I could now pick up the video and search for where she says, I want to have a YouTube channel. I just want to have a YouTube channel. And then listen to this and then listen to the thing before, put it all together in your mind and you will understand what kind of person this person is. It's a grifter. It's a grifter.
Office as possible, as easily as possible, you know, with as least amount of effort as possible. Because I'm trying to do it the hard way.
Oh, the hard way, right? Really? The hard way? How? How? That you're using the medical aid of America and you're carrying snacks and laughing, I'm gonna have a snack on the... How are you doing it the hard way, you stupid bitch? How are you doing it the hard way? You explain it to me and I will listen.
Don't want an extreme weight loss journey.
No, so what do you want?
I don't want a dramatic weight.
What do you want? loss.
What do you want?
That is the opposite of what I want. So my weight loss story is convoluted. It's confusing.
It's confusing.
It's not sexy, as I like to say.
It's confusing because you don't have a story, because you don't want to lose the weight, and the doctors are tired of you. They don't even know what to say to you anymore. They're obligated by the fucking American system. It's not Europe system, American system. That they have to listen to you, but they're all like just letting you hear what you want to hear. Yeah. Because nobody wants to deal with freaks like you. You don't want to get better. If you wanted to get better, you would have gotten better in 22 years of using the health system, and you're at the age 32, right, girl? Make it make sense. Stop fabulating and lying around and capping around. You're capping around.
I can't be like, I lost 300 pounds in 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, I started my weight. One day I woke up and decided to lose weight, and I was this weight, and now I'm this weight. That's not my story. That's not going to be my story.
What's the story?
And that's because my story
You don't even know.
Holistic.
You don't know your story.
Real and
really, in what way? You want to get better or you don't want to get better? You want to get better, you don't want to get better. What is your story? Look at your face, look at yourself. Do you watch your own videos? I know you do. You don't see yourself. Do you think that you look cool? Do you think you're proving a point? Do you think that people admire you? You have some fucking loser freaks out there that are complex as fuck, that they like. Yeah, of course, you're always going to have that, but the majority, nah. No, girl, nah. You're making a fool of yourself. A big one. Okay, so you saw this.
Health overhaul.
If you want to check this video, you can find it in my lives. Steve wants French toast is the start of the name of the video. As if somebody, but I'm just saying, if in case you want to watch it all, but I'm now going back to her. I just want to prove a point of her face, of no. Why is this?
Jenna said she wants me back on the. Wants me back on the. Wants me back on the.
Okay, we finish her.
Oh, I don't know. I'm a weight loss person right now for the first time ever. I'm a weight loss client for the hate comments on the BBW threads about me. But you know, it's still funny to me. I can't even. But I am someone who very much does not want an extreme weight loss journey, who wants a sustainable, long-term, natural approach of weight loss. Obviously, I kind of have the Manjaro helping me, so it's not 100% natural, but it's not weight loss surgery, and I just don't believe that that's the right answer for me. And I hope that I don't end up needing to
I missed
go that route,
something.
but if I
I'm
ever
sorry,
do,
guys. Hold on.
at this stage in the game, I've
So I have to
decided
go
that it is something that I'm not taking entirely off the
This
table.
stage of the game.
But term a natural approach.
Hold on. I have to find the cable.
Of weight loss. Obviously, I kind of have the Manjaro helping me, so it's not 100% natural, but it's not weight loss surgery, and I just don't believe that that's the right answer for me. And I hope that I don't end up needing to go that route, but if I ever do, at this stage in the game, I've decided that it is something that I'm not taking entirely off the table. But with everything that I know and seen, with everything that I have known and seen regarding all of that, via people in my life, online, several things.
In the end, she doesn't know herself much. She doesn't know. You can see she's not an educated person. She might have gotten, of course, some knowledge within the years of her own situation, and with using the health system of America, 21 years, of course, you learn some things. But she herself, she's in denial. She's basically just saying that people, I'm gonna try, but I'm not gonna get anywhere. Because she wants to play this foodie beauty role. She wants to play Amber Lynn role, a foodie beauty role. This is what she's going for. It is just so obvious to me. And I've seen it. I saw it from the very beginning. I don't understand how other people could not see it.
I've just realized that I really want to avoid it. And I want to do this my way. And I think there may come a day where, once I'm done with the Monjaro stock I have, I may not re-up because I may just try this raw dog style, you catch my drift, weight loss stuff. But I'd be curious to see how that would impact my A1C numbers and stuff. So, yeah, I feel really good after talking with Freya because I have been very diligent about tracking. I'm actually really impressed with myself and how I've actually been consistent, and I haven't been skating. I mean, I have had to estimate calories. That is something that I'm concerned about, and I'm trying to eat through the stuff that I don't know the calorie content.
Thank you, Scrange. I'll make more paintings.
I'm trying to do just so that way, once I reach the point where that's mostly been consumed, then I can really put the
Scrange, the next painting that I'm making is a label for Chinta's club, I will make Chinta's Coachella. I'll make a painting with that, but I might have to get stencil because I can't, the letters. I want to make them nice. We have to see, but that's my next project with painting.
Effort in making sure that I know the calorie content of the stuff that I create, and it's gonna be a lot more work, but I've just got so much more to do and figure out. My stress is so high.
Stress is high from what? From what is this girl's stress high? From what is her stress high? I want to ask you this. Remember, other people don't have a roof over their head. They have children. They have bills to pay. What is her stress high? She's living with her parents. She's 32 years old. She's 22 years on the medical aid of America, taxpayers. What is her stress? I want to know her stress. I want to understand it. I really do. I really want to know.
Get a day at a time, So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos and that you're learning stuff. The first coaching hasn't even come
I'm
out yet,
learning
so
how
I'm recording this
disgusting
one.
you are.
And my body hurts, but what the fuck else is new?
Why does your body hurt? Have you been working too much? You understand what I mean? Trauma dumping, trauma dumping, trauma dumping. Everyone, I have nothing else to cover. I said what I had to say about Rosie, and maybe Pistachio listened, maybe not. I said what I had to say about Pistachio and several others. There's nothing more I can talk about and entertain you with. If I would have some jokes or something, then I would stay. But if I don't have, then there's no point. Really. If I have something more to share in the coming evening, I will come to share on my channel. And it's your choice if you want to watch or not. Or hang out or not. If not, then I will see you tomorrow. And let's see what the evening brings. I hug you all. Kiss you. Peace, peace, peace.